Last week we looked at the word Antichrist. That led us into apostasy. So that's where we are this morning, following on in our chronology of A to Z of Christian speak, Christian terminology. And in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, the man of lawlessness, the man of sin, the Antichrist." The Greek word apostasia means a defiance of an established authority, a rebellion, or an abandonment of faith. So there's a secular meaning for it and there's a biblical meaning for it. The biblical term actually came before the secular. It was adopted by the secular world in various languages on the basis of the word in its biblical usage. There's two types: of falling away from the doctrines of the Bible into heretical teachings. So somebody who was a born-again believer, believed in Father, Son, Holy Ghost, and becomes a Muslim or a Hindu. That's a falling away. They've totally left what they first had. And then there's the other type, a complete denial and exit from the faith, thereby abandoning Christ. So totally denying Jesus is the other version. So picking up another faith or defying established doctrines like baptism, the bread and the wine, doing some other variation of that is an apostasy, a falling away sometimes it's called. Or there's a more serious type where basically you completely deny Jesus. There's only one person the Bible really mentions who did that, and he was one of the disciples, whose name we won't even mention. Doesn't need to be mentioned. We all know who we're talking about. But some modern teachers are trying to say that the word in 2 Thessalonians actually means rapture. They claim that the departure is physical and not spiritual. And that's a serious problem that actually commits apostasy itself by denying established doctrine, because we believe that the apostasy is a falling away. As it says in the end times, it's a great falling away, a multitude of en masse people will fall away. So under the first definition, they, by default, commit apostasy themselves. And the whole idea of this idea that apostasy means rapture is easily rebuffed in Acts chapter 21 and verse 21. Because the same context, it says to forsake or to revolt or to defect. And it says simply this: thou teach apostasy from Moses. And they were teaching at that time to ignore the Mosaic law and all the standards and traditions that they had. It's exactly the same thing. So apostasy is leaving something you were once part of. A soldier defecting from the army is a good example of that in modern day parlance. Yes, it's physical because it involves us as people, but the cause is spiritual. It's not being snatched away. It's walking away. It's running away. It's not a rapture. It's you defecting. It will happen. It's happening now, and people will abandon their faith in Jesus, and they will lose their salvation. Jesus hasn't lost them. They've lost Jesus. They've walked away. There's a difference. The end result's the same. You're denying the faith in Jesus Christ. All these little things we're doing in the A to Z, they're all held within the church website, the church YouTube page. If you've never had a look at it, it's lawchristianfellowship.co.uk. That's the website, and also the YouTube page. If you want to go back and have a look at it or share it with your friends, not just what I'm saying here, but any of the messages that Mark or George or Ian is saying this morning, they'll all be kept there for posterity for you to go back out and revisit at a time when you might have more time to actually study it in depth. So thank you very much, and I'll hand you over to Ian. God bless you.